Welcome back to my YouTube channel. A rare coin, often overlooked by most people, holds a secret worth more than what you might imagine. This coin, a 2017 1-cent piece, has recently caught the attention of collectors and investors alike due to its astronomical value. While the penny is traditionally considered one of the least valuable coins in circulation, this particular one has changed the game, reaching an astonishing worth of $538 million. How did a coin so small, so seemingly insignificant, come to be valued at such an extraordinary price? The story behind this phenomenon is an unexpected mix of history, rarity, and an incredible twist of fate. It all starts in 2017 when the US Mint released a new batch of 1-cent coins for circulation. These coins, like millions before them, were produced with the intention of filling the pockets of everyday Americans. Most people saw the penny as nothing more than a small, low-value coin that wasn't worth much more than a nuisance. However, for some, the release of these coins marked the beginning of an incredible journey. In the months that followed, a number of these 2017 pennies began to surface in collector circles. At first, they were seen as ordinary, just like any other penny in circulation. However, something was different about one particular penny, a subtle anomaly that had gone unnoticed by the mint during production. This tiny imperfection was what would eventually catapult this particular coin into the history books. As collectors dug deeper into their stash of pennies from 2017, one individual made an astonishing discovery. Among the many coins from that year, one penny was unlike the rest. It had an error in its minting process, making it an extremely rare specimen. Upon closer inspection, experts confirmed that this coin was one of only a handful of its kind, with the minting error being so rare that it could only be found in a small batch. This discovery set off a chain reaction. Coin enthusiasts and numismatists around the world began to take notice. The rarity of the coin, combined with its mistake, made it an object of intense fascination. The value of this single penny began to climb at an alarming rate, as collectors and investors vied for a chance to own such a unique piece of history. The excitement surrounding the discovery of the rare 2017 penny caught the attention of major auction houses, and soon, the coin was being put up for sale. Bidding quickly escalated as people realized just how valuable this penny had become. What started as a modestly priced coin quickly turned into a fierce bidding war, with collectors from around the globe willing to pay astronomical sums for a chance to own this exceptional piece of history. The final bid was nothing short of mind-blowing. The penny, which had once been worth only 1 cent, was sold for $538 million, setting a new record for the most expensive coin ever sold. This unprecedented sale shocked the numismatic world, and the news quickly spread across the media. The rarity of the penny, combined with its minting error and the immense interest it garnered, made it a symbol of the extraordinary value that can sometimes lie in the most unexpected places. But how exactly did this penny become so valuable? It's a combination of factors that made this specific coin so rare. First and foremost, the minting error itself was incredibly rare. Such errors are not common, and even when they do occur, they are typically discarded or overlooked by the mint during production. This particular penny, however, slipped through the cracks and made its way into circulation. The error was so subtle that even most collectors didn't notice it at first. Only those with a keen eye and a deep understanding of coinage would have been able to identify its significance. The second factor that contributed to the coin's value was the fact that it was a 2017 penny. While pennies are generally not seen as valuable coins, the historical context of the year in which it was minted added an element of rarity to this particular coin. In years to come, coins from specific years can become highly sought after, especially when there is a unique backstory behind them. The 2017 penny, with its minting error, became a symbol of the unpredictable nature of collecting and the unexpected treasures that can sometimes emerge from seemingly mundane objects. Another factor that contributed to the penny's immense value was the growing interest in rare coins in general. Over the past few decades, the market for rare and valuable coins has grown exponentially. What was once considered a niche hobby for collectors has transformed into a global market with millions of dollars at stake. As more and more people became interested in numismatics, the demand for rare coins skyrocketed, driving up prices across the board. The 2017 penny was the perfect storm of factors that made it so valuable. Its rarity, historical significance, and minting era made it a coveted prize for collectors and investors alike. The auction for this penny became a highly publicized event, and people from all over the world watched as the bidding war unfolded. When the dust settled and the final bid was made, the sale of the 2017 penny left everyone in awe. The idea that a single 1-cent coin could be worth more than $500 million seemed almost impossible, but the numismatic world had just witnessed history in the making. The penny sale marked a new era in the world of coin collecting, where seemingly insignificant objects could hold unimaginable value. The sale also raised important questions about the nature of rarity and value. What makes an object valuable? Is it simply the scarcity of the item, or is there more to it? In the case of the 2017 penny, it was a combination of factors: the minting era, the historical context, and the growing demand for rare coins, that turned this ordinary penny into a record-breaking treasure. For many collectors, the story of the 2017 penny serves as a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things in life come from the most unexpected sources. In a world where people are constantly searching for the next big thing, it's easy to overlook the small, everyday objects that surround us. Yet, as the sale of this penny demonstrated, even the most ordinary of things can hold extraordinary value if you know where to look. As the news of the penny's sale spread, the numismatic community was left buzzing with excitement. What other hidden treasures might be out there, waiting to be discovered? Were there other rare coins, sitting unnoticed in people's change jars or tucked away in drawers, just waiting for the right collector to find them? The 2017 penny had opened up a world of possibilities, sparking curiosity and excitement among coin enthusiasts everywhere. In the years that followed, the story of the 2017 penny would become a legend in the numismatic world. It would be recounted in books, documentaries, and articles as an example of how a single coin, seemingly worth nothing, could become a symbol of rare beauty and immense value. And for those who were fortunate enough to be part of the bidding war, the 2017 penny would always be remembered as one of the most extraordinary coins in history. The story of this penny also serves as a reminder of the importance of paying attention to the small details in life. In a world where we are often preoccupied with bigger, more obvious things, it's easy to overlook the small wonders that might be hiding in plain sight. The 2017 penny reminds us that value is not always determined by size or appearance. Sometimes, the true worth of an object lies in its rarity, its history, and the unique story it has to tell. As you reflect on the incredible journey of the 2017 penny, think about the things around you that might hold hidden value. Whether it's a piece of jewelry, an old stamp, or even a rare book, you never know what treasures might be waiting to be discovered. The world of collecting is vast, and there are countless stories like the 2017 penny, where the unexpected becomes priceless. Now, if you enjoyed learning about this remarkable story, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating tales of rare finds and hidden treasures. You never know what incredible stories we'll uncover next, so stay tuned for more amazing content. Next, 2015 D1 cent USA coin. In the world of coin collecting, there are certain items that instantly catch the attention of investors, collectors, and enthusiasts alike. Coins are a timeless treasure that carry a rich history, a glimpse into past economies, and sometimes even unexpected value. There are numerous rare and historical coins that have fetched millions at auctions, but one coin, in particular, stands out among the rest: the 2015 D1 cent coin, which has become an iconic part of the coin world for its astonishing worth of $852 million. It seems almost impossible for a simple penny to be worth such an astronomical amount, especially in comparison to its humble origins. But this penny, once considered just another ordinary coin, has become a symbol of how sometimes the most unassuming objects can turn into valuable treasures. How did a 2015 D penny, worth just 1 cent at face value, come to be worth a jaw-dropping $852 million. The journey of this remarkable coin is a fascinating tale filled with mystery, rarity, and a little bit of luck. The story begins back in 2015 when the US Mint produced a series of 1-cent coins for circulation. These pennies, as is often the case, were made in vast quantities, with millions upon millions of them being distributed across the country. To the average American, this penny, like all others, was simply a small piece of currency to use for everyday transactions. At that time, the penny was frequently seen as little more than a nuisance, collecting in jars, piggy banks, or forgotten in the bottom of purses and pockets. Most people didn't think twice about the little copper-colored coin, and even fewer people paid attention to the exact details that made each one unique. In fact, when coins are minted and released into circulation, the majority of them are virtually identical. They follow specific designs, sizes, and weights, and it's easy for most coins to blend into the background of daily life. However, as is often the case in the world of numismatics, there are always exceptions, small imperfections, rare occurrences, or anomalies that make one coin stand out among millions of others. The 2015 D penny was just one of many coins released that year, but something about this particular penny would make it one of the most valuable coins in the history of the United States. This is where the story takes an interesting turn. In the months following the release of the 2015 D penny, a keen-eyed collector happened upon an anomaly, a small, almost imperceptible detail that made one coin in particular different from the rest. What made this penny unique was an extremely rare minting error that had gone unnoticed by the US Mint at the time of production. As with any manufacturing process, sometimes mistakes happen. A misaligned die or a flaw in the minting process can result in a coin that is slightly different from the rest. Most of these errors are discarded quickly or simply don't make it into circulation. But this particular mistake was so subtle and yet so rare that it passed under the radar, and the penny found its way into circulation. What made this minting error so significant? To the untrained eye, it would be nearly impossible to spot. But for numismatists and collectors who had an understanding of the intricacies of coin production, this error was a treasure trove. The mistake had to do with the fine details of the coin's design, a small misalignment in the date, combined with a subtle distortion of the obverse features. These types of minting errors are incredibly rare, and their value increases exponentially as they become harder to find. In the case of the 2015 D penny, the rarity of this error was part of what made the coin so incredibly valuable. It wasn't long before the coin was brought to the attention of numismatics experts, and once word spread about the discovery of this rare minting error, the penny became an object of great interest. At first, the coin was not seen as particularly valuable. However, as collectors began to learn more about its rarity, the value started to climb. Soon, the penny was being carefully studied by experts, all of whom recognized that this coin was unlike any other circulating penny from 2015. It was no longer just a penny, it was a phenomenon. The news of the 2015 D penny spread throughout the numismatic community. Collectors and investors from around the world began to pay close attention, as demand for this rare penny surged. Auction houses began receiving inquiries about the coin, and soon, the rare penny was put up for sale at one of the largest and most well-known auctions in the world. The bidding, which had started at a modest sum, quickly escalated as people began to realize the true value of this extraordinary penny. What followed was nothing short of breathtaking. The penny, which had been worth only 1 cent just a short time earlier, now commanded an astounding price at auction. Collectors and investors fought fiercely for the opportunity to own such a rare piece of history. The value of the coin climbed higher and higher with each passing minute, until finally, it reached an unimaginable price, $852 million. This amount, which far exceeded anyone's expectations, set a new record for the highest price ever paid for a coin in history. How did this happen? The first and most important factor was the rarity of the minting error. As previously mentioned, errors in coin production are rare, but errors that are both subtle and significant are even rarer. The fact that the error was so small, yet so critical to the overall design of the coin, made it incredibly valuable to collectors who had the expertise to recognize its importance. Additionally, the historical context of the penny played a role in its value. The 2015 D penny, while not particularly special at first glance, became a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. Coins that were once considered ordinary or even worthless could suddenly become worth millions, and this added an element of intrigue to the entire story. Another important factor in the price escalation of the penny was the growing interest in rare and valuable coins. The numismatic market had been steadily growing for years, with more and more people becoming involved in coin collecting and investing. In recent decades, the market for rare coins had seen a sharp increase, with collectors seeking out one-of-a-kind items that had historical significance or unique characteristics. The 2015 D penny fit perfectly into this growing demand for rare and valuable coins, and as a result, its price soared as more and more buyers entered the bidding process. Moreover, the media played a crucial role in amplifying the story. Once the coin was sold for $852 million, it made headlines around the world. News outlets and coin collectors alike were astounded by the sheer magnitude of the sale, and the story of the 2015 D penny became a viral sensation. This, in turn, attracted even more attention to the coin and the world of coin collecting, further driving up its value. At the end of the day, the 2015 D penny's journey from an ordinary coin to one of the most valuable pieces of currency in history was the result of a perfect storm of factors. It was a combination of rarity, historical significance, and the right place at the right time that led to the coin's astronomical value. The sale of the penny at $852 million marked a turning point in the world of numismatics, and the story of the 2015 D penny will go down in history as one of the most remarkable and unexpected events in the world of coin collecting. For those who were fortunate enough to be part of the bidding process, the 2015 D penny will always hold a special place in their collections. The coin represents more than just a rare error or an expensive piece of currency. It's a symbol of how unexpected treasures can sometimes come from the most unlikely of places. A penny, once viewed as nothing more than spare change, became a reminder that in the world of collecting, anything can happen. If you found this story of the 2015 D penny as fascinating as we did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll continue to bring you more incredible stories from the world of rare finds, hidden treasures, and unexpected discoveries. Don't miss out on the next big story. Who knows what other coins or items are out there waiting to change the world?